Welcome to the Creepy Metal Podcast.
Hey everybody, it is the Creepy Metal Podcast. I'm Will.
I'm Lisa.
And you are here on episode 24, season 1. Hey, how you guys doing there in Radio Land? We're coming to you today from a beautiful Van Nuys, and I just stuck my face in a Coke bottle. How's everything going with you guys?
They
Lisa?
might take that the wrong way.
Yeah, they could totally take that the wrong way. Yes, that is not what happened, you guys.
Okay.
Lisa, how's your week going? Oh, hey, real quick, we just wanted to say goodbye to Stephanie. She won't be on the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
She was great. It was great while she lasted. She did 22 episodes, and Lisa knows her pretty well. I know her pretty well. It will be sad.
Yeah, fabulous talent. I hope things go much better for her.
We all do, and we just wish her all the luck with her continued success in whatever venture she goes to, and congratulations on your new marriage, Steph. That's awesome. We're so excited for you. Anyhow, let's get back to what we're doing today. What's going on in your world, Lisa? How's everything?
Oh, everything's great. I'm got a couple of shows coming up. Just came back from Sacramento.
Oh, Sacktown. Yes, I'm very familiar with Sacktown. What you guys did a thing over there, right, with one of your bands?
Yes, we did. We did the Zombie Ball, and it was spookily exciting.
Spookily?
Yeah.
Do tell. What did you like about it? Did you like the venue? Was the vibe good? How was the crowd response? How was it?
Okay, the venue was a very big place. The sound was incredible.
Awesome.
And the audience was, for lack of a better word, electric.
Wow.
They were electric. Yeah, very responsive, very into what we were singing and what we were doing, and it was a lot of fun.
That is so cool. Check out Black Sabbatha. Lisa is in a tribute band called Black Sabbatha, and you might be thinking, well, isn't that just a Black Sabbath cover band? No, guys, she is an actress. So Lisa does this whole theatrical thing. It's freaking crazy. It adds like this whole other level to it. I hate to say like Ozzy was okay. He was just okay. Lisa does this whole other thing. So you guys you got to check it out. We'll put a link here to some of their stuff. I'm sure in the next coming weeks we'll add a couple of clips in so you guys can see what she does. And then you said you also do some other stuff too, right, Lisa? You're doing like some Reiki stuff or some sound healing stuff?
Oh yeah.
How about that?
Well, with help from my boyfriend, he created a fabulous sound bath studio for me, and it's in the works. This modality of healing helps you be able to get over stress, anxiety.
Crazy dude? Does it help with crazy dudes?
Oh, you got a crazy dude in your life or something?
No, I don't, but I know someone.
Okay, apparently she does.
Does it help with crazy chicks who lose boats?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might have one of those, but yeah, if that'll help me get around that'd be perfect.
Yeah. You could sail around that one.
Yeah,
so
totally. Well, that's awesome.
Okay, so what's going on with you?
Oh, well, hey, thanks for asking, Lisa. What's going on with Will? Oh man, lots of shit. I gotta be honest, guys. I am really. I've been talking to Lisa about this through the week. My band's going through some struggles. We're having to. Hate to say it, we're going to have to replace our singer. She's got some severe health issues, and I'm really bummed out. I'll be honest. This was not part of the game plan at all, and this is not something that any of us wanted to do. Honestly, it feels surreal that I'm even having to look for another singer. This was not part of the plan. So, but life happens, right, Lisa? Life happens, and things change, and it really sucks.
Well, the right person will contact you, or you'll find them. You'll find them. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we got a buddy of mine who's helping us out. I don't know if he'll hear this. Steven with the Daddy Priest Experience. Super awesome guy. So we're really grateful for that. And we have a few singers that we're going to meet with in the next couple of weeks and then make a decision. It's just been really hard for everybody involved, and it sucks. It sucks. How would you feel if that happened to you? Would you be?
I'd be devastated.
You'd be devastated, yeah.
Yeah, because I work with a great group of guys.
Yeah, and once you get to know them and you invest time, money, energy, friendship.
Mm-hmm. We've been together for 7 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we've had our ups and downs, and
every band does that,
and this and that, but for the most part we're always able to work things out. And it's such a bummer when things like this happen, to you.
Yeah.
And I just hope you guys are able to overcome it.
Oh, we will.
It's just a blip on the radar screen.
It is, but it's kind of. What did you say? What was the word that you said? You said you'd be devastated.
I'd be devastated, yeah.
So maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I think that may be what I'm doing. Is feeling devastated. But you know how guys are. We kind of bury our emotions and shit. So maybe that's what me and the bass player are going through. We're just kind of struggling with it, but. I mean, we're really fortunate that we have some good friends to help us out for the next couple of shows, and then we have some really great people coming to try out, and we'll be letting you guys know, whatever decision we make with that, but it will happen relatively soon. It's just a shame when someone gets health issues and they're not able to continue on. That sucks, right? I mean, Jesus, that's just awful.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's rough. Yeah.
It's very rough.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's what's going on with me. Oh, not so. Let me think. Any relationship problems? No. Just people who are going through shit, losing their boats, going off on me. I don't really like that. That sucks when you're seeing someone and they start projecting all their bullshit onto you. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going through. That ever happened to you?
It's happened before.
That's a big ass nod. She said yes, guys.
It's happened before, and and I just I don't know as far as those type of circumstances go. I personally just wish the best for everybody. I'm all about peace and harmony and tranquility and all that good stuff. Like, that's honestly how I feel.
Right.
I want people to be happy. I genuinely want people to be happy. I want people to live their happiness.
Yeah.
And I also want to live my happiness.
Well, that's important too.
Okay.
You got to have that balance between that balance between yourself and then everyone else around you. I mean, I think that's important. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I think.
It's very important. And
yeah, I mean, if it gets too toxic, obviously you can't have that, or you got to try to resolve it. Or if they won't help you resolve it, then you're just like, okay, well, maybe this ain't gonna work. Y'all got to kick rocks or something like that, right?
Oh yeah.
So, any rock news this week? What do we got for rock news?
We got Alex Van Halen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that. What's going on with that?
So he wrote a book. And apparently, word on the street is Sammy Hagar isn't really mentioned in it too much. And another thing I found interesting was Sammy Hagar wanted Alex to make guest appearances.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he's been saying anytime, any place, anywhere, just really trying to, get Alex to come out and be a part of what he's doing.
Right.
And apparently Alex is ghosting him. Which is sad.
That is sad. I caught the Best of Both World Tour in August over at the Kia Forum. Yeah, that was a couple of months ago. That was a great show. Yeah, Sammy Hagar was playing, Michael Anthony. It was Joe Satriani on guitar.
Wow.
Oh my God, Joe is like a beast. I mean Eddie was good, but then seeing Joe Satriani playing Eddie Van Halen stuff,
insane.
It was insane. It was. And then I'm gonna be honest with you guys. a lot of the Eddie stuff seemed really super simple, like easy compared to what Joe was playing. Because Joe would switch into his stuff that he plays, the solo stuff. It was like a whole other level. I mean, I was like, well, I love the Eddie stuff, but just seeing Joe do these incredible guitar tricks, it was just insane. I couldn't believe it. So, that's a shame. That's a shame they just can't pull it together. What do you think the reason behind that is?
I'm gonna say the weather.
Okay, so the reason Alex Van Halen is not joining Sammy is because of the weather.
It's climate change.
It's climate change? Yeah. I know, I read another article that's something about David Lee Roth and Alex Van Halen had reportedly talked to Joe Satriani about doing a tour with them, and Joe had told them, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not for me. You guys do whatever it is that you do. I don't know. I mean, Joe Satriani did Chicken Foot with Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony, so they did put out like 2 or 3 albums with that, and it seems like Sammy has always had a pretty good relationship with anyone else he works with, just not Van Halen. What do you think that's about?
It's the weather.
Is it the weather? Fucking weather.
Fucking weather.
Fucking weather sucks, bro.
What do I think? I think I always one of the things I look for in relationships, let's say, right?
Yeah.
I always see the common denominator. What's the common denominator here?
Eddie Van Halen. Oh, I don't know.
Van Halen.
Oh, with Alex and David and Sam. I don't know. What do you?
Well, okay, so basically, Satriani doesn't want to continue with them, right?
Right. He does not want to help. He does not want to help out Dave, and he doesn't want to help out Alex.
Okay, but he's okay with helping out Sammy, correct?
Yeah, with Sammy and Michael Anthony. He's totally cool.
Okay, so now you have Eddie. I mean, not Eddie. Gotta get them mixed up. Alex. Not putting Sammy in his book, right? So you got that.
Oh.
So there's a common denominator there. You understand? Like Alex is like, I'm not gonna put him. I'm not gonna even talk to him. Blah 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 blah. You know. So maybe Satriani's like, dude, you know what? Maybe you should be a little bit more open to communication. You know, let bygones be bygones, right?
Right.
And you know, let's all come to like a meeting of the minds. But you know what's going on?
Mm-hmm. What? What's
weather.
Going on? I'm starting to see this is like 7 degrees of weather. 7 degrees of weather, you guys. Hey, you know what, Lisa? I think it may be the weather.
It's the weather.
It's the weather. It's the damn weather. Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys think in Radioland? Is it the weather? What guys? I'm sure some of you guys have your own theories on that. Any other rock news? Anything with any other more current rock metal bands? Something with As I Lay Dying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, what was it? Was there another band?
Yeah. So As I Lay Dying. So here's another one. Okay, As I Lay Dying.
Yeah.
So
that's a karaoke band, right?
Yeah,
No.
you know it, right?
Right. No, they're a Christian hardcore metal band.
Metalcore band.
Metalcore
band, right?
Right.
So,
by the way, before we get into that, what is metalcore?
hardcore metal.
Is it hardcore
I'd have
metal?
to say it's hardcore metal.
I don't know, cause
Right.
I can't tell the difference.
Neither can I.
I don't know.
You know, they're
Some of these like subgenres, they sound exactly the same to me.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like people changing the name of jobs, you know, to something else, and then they're like able to justify having a job.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. So like instead of being unemployed, you're a freelance entrepreneur.
Correct. Yes, I'm a freelance entrepreneur.
Which means you're broke.
Yeah.
All right, so go on.
I never say broke.
Not
I
broke.
would say utilizing my resources elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
So what's going on with As I Lay Dying? I digress.
Yes, you did. Okay, so As I lay dying. So the singer, and apparently got out of prison
For Wife swapping? What was he doing?
No,
What was he- what were you-
I mean, that'd be like nothing compared to what it really was.
That's a Tuesday.
Basically, he put a hit on it. He put a hit on his wife.
No shit. He put a hit on her.
Yeah, for child support. I guess he paid too much child support. Dang.
I mean, I understand, guys. I mean, I have kids, and yeah, when I got divorced, yeah, that child support was fucking expensive. I can only, and they go off your income, right? So if he's bringing in a pretty good penny, you know, he's paying out the nose. So I'm not saying it's right. Totally not saying it's right.
Well,
It's wrong. Lisa says it might be right. Is it right? No, it's not. Sort of.
well, you don't take a hit out on your wife. I mean, once again,
I'm sure she's a pleasant person.
it's the weather.
It's the weather. It's the weather, guys.
No, okay. All kidding aside, I would say something along these lines. All right.
Okay.
So, it's obviously a communication breakdown.
It's a
when you
huge
take a hit out on somebody, right?
Yes, your ex-spouse, right?
What is that? Does she live in the same state? Like, what's going on with that? Like, what are his rights? You know, because there's, but still,
He
you
took a
do
hit
not
out.
take a hit out on somebody.
Yeah. Good
Wow.
point. He's got some problems.
That's some ghetto shit,
That's some way ghetto shit.
right?
Yeah, and he's making that big as I lie dying money too. So, why are you doing that?
And he's a Christian,
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
right?
I mean, does that make a difference though? Because a lot of people say that they're Christians and then they do shitty things like this. I don't know. That's not very Christian-like to me. But what do I know? I don't know anything, you guys.
I think that a lot of people pretend to be holier than thou.
I agree with you, my friend.
You know.
I would say yes. I have seen a lot of that. A lot.
Or, wow, we could make really good money doing this type of music, and
Right.
you know, because wow, the bank's overflowing in this area.
Like Mexican polka or something like that. For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm down.
don't ever say that.
We're going to
again.
say Mexican. Me and Lisa are going to start a Mexican polka band for our next intro.
Yeah. Called At the Polka.
At the Polka.
Polka Cabana. So stupid.
So go on with this dude. So he put out a hit on his ex. He went to go to prison. He gets out.
So now, he's the only one left in the band.
No
Everybody else
shit.
left, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I did see something about that. And I guess this is his, there was the original lineup for As They Lay Dying. All those guys quit, and then he got this new band together with new players, and now this second lineup is quit.
No.
That is crazy. And from what I
Common
understand,
denominator.
yeah, and from what I understand, they have a new album coming out in like just a few weeks, and they are supposed to have a tour. Obviously, that's not going anywhere.
He's gonna do it by himself.
Maybe it'll be like a spoken word from a book or
Well,
some
he
shit.
could probably hire a bunch of
Yeah.
session musicians. You know.
Don't look at me. I'm not doing that, Lisa.
I'm
no.
not-
No.
Oh,
Get some of that As They Lie Dying money.
yeah. You'd be like, yeah.
I don't know. You know what thing that I saw for rock stuff? I was watching this Kerry King interview, from Slayer. Mm-hmm. And he did this little old interview that he said he played the first 5 shows with a newly formed Megadeth.
Wow.
After he had, after they started up, and he said that Dave Mustaine is completely nuts. He's just dysfunctional and fucked up in the head, and that's why he can't keep a band longer together more than 2 years.
Once again, common denominator.
Yeah, the weather.
The weather.
Right.
Fucking weather.
That's the fucking weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, because I've heard that before. I've heard Dave is very moody and very controlling and not an easy person to like or not an easy person to get along with. I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
called diva syndrome.
Yeah, a lot of singers have that. A lot of singers that I know. Not you, Lisa. No. But yeah, the ones I tend to know. What is it with? I got a question, Lisa. Why is it singers always drink their Kool-Aid when you warn them not to drink the Kool-Aid? Why do they do that? They start believing their own hype.
Well, that's an interesting question. And because I didn't drink the Kool-Aid, I don't have an answer.
I don't get it.
So what do you mean by the Kool-Aid? Like, are you talking about?
They start believing their own hype. I'll give you an example. Like,
yeah, you got to give me an example.
Like, so we do pretty good on social media with our band stuff. And so when we're promoting and we're, doing marketing and all that, our singers, depending on who they are, they will get like a huge increase in their traffic, right? They may go from like 300 or 400 followers to 7,000, 10,000 followers, like that.
Wow.
And they start believing that shit. Like, oh, I must be the queen bee of this here outfit.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
So just because they get a lot of followers, right?
A lot of followers. A lot. I mean, you go from 400 to 7,000 in 3 months.
So do you pay for your
No.
followers to be boosted?
We don't do any of that. It just happens.
Kidding. Wow.
Yeah. What do you think about that when people start drinking the Kool-Aid? Do you think that's is that something that all singers do, or
you know what?
You know what?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I really truly feel like you always have to ground yourself. Like you always have to ground yourself.
100%.
Like if you get too heady and too much all about trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out, blah 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 blah, versus like feeling the like we are natural born beings that need to always be able to bring ourselves back to what's known as our center.
I agree.
We have to, because the world right now is all concrete. They're taking our trees and burying them for some freaking reason. It's crazy. It's crazy. Climate change is a hoax. Okay, you get into your head too much, and just you lose sight of what really matters.
I agree.
What really matters.
I agree.
Appreciation goes a long way.
Yeah. And I've seen you guys around your with you and your bands that you guys do, and you've always been really nice to anyone who comes up to you, even people who don't know you or anything. And I always appreciated that, and I wish I saw more singers do that, because we're in LA, and she does a tribute thing, we do original music, but people can let that shit go to their head, and they can forget that, hey, we do this to have fun, we do this to entertain people, and we do this because it helps you get out of your head for an hour or 2 hours, right? We're doing that because we love to do that, and I think sometimes people can forget that.
Yeah.
We're providing a service, and we need you guys. I mean, I know my band, we can't do anything without you guys. Nothing. There's nothing. And, I'm sure, Lisa, if no one showed up and it was just you guys hanging out.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. And to me, I feel like we wouldn't even be up there without the help of our fans, that beautiful fan energy, that sort of thing. That's why when the scamdemic was going on, and my band Black Sabbath still wanted to play.
Right.
Everybody else shut down for the most part, right? But there were still people that would do.
My old band, Fallen Fury, we kept going.
You kept going, right?
Well, we had to switch to. Everybody remembers that during that time we had to switch to video live streaming performances.
Correct. That's what we did.
And then we had to switch to instead of playing in clubs, we had to do outside events.
Yeah.
So a lot of the promoters that we would get, it was like, the drive-in. Do you remember that time where you could go to the drive-in?
Yes.
And you had to be in your car?
Yes.
So we did that. So we did lots of those outside things. Was it ideal? No, it's not ideal, but we made the best with what we could. We had to do the streaming and that. Did you guys had to adapt too, right?
Yeah, we did. We did a couple of whiskey shows.
Oh, wow.
Live stream whiskey show.
Yeah, because there was no other way.
There was no other. And then we also we played at the Doll Hut, which nobody was wearing masks. They saw through everything. And so we went out there and we played out there, and that was fantastic. They would set up a stage outside.
Oh, that outside backyard thing. Yeah. Yep, we've done that. That was lots of fun.
Yeah, that was, so basically we made do with what we had, because we wanted to get out there to our fans. We wanted to be viable. We didn't want to stop.
Right. And you think about how many artists did stop.
Yeah.
I mean, they're no longer around. I was I was talking to Dilly Briggs about that the last episode, and Dilly Briggs. Shout out to Dilly Briggs. She does Plowshare Radio, and she does the Dilly News Rock Report. Shout out to Dilly. And when we were
love Dilly,
we were talking about just bullshit about how many artists before that are no longer around. They're just gone. They just either maybe they got COVID and died, or maybe they moved away, or maybe they just gave up. I mean, but there's a lot of bands that aren't around.
Yeah, a lot of people got disheartened.
Yeah, then they just gave up, and that's sad because there's a lot of talent out there, but there just weren't a lot of ways to go around doing that. You had to get really creative, like for sure.
Yeah, you had to want it.
Yeah,
you had to
definitely.
want it.
So hey, let's switch gears now. So we are going to talk about scary stuff.
Uh-oh.
All right, so we're going to do some creepy stuff. Okay, so here's the topic I really love talking about, you guys. Ghost ships. Yes, okay. I am continuing on the water stuff. We had our guest host for the last interview, Miss Cherie, and I wanted to kind of go over one more thing. And we're going to take a look at ghost ships. The first one I want to talk about is a ship called the Mary Celeste.
Whoa.
And so this was on November 17th, 1872. A captain, his wife, and his 2-year-old daughter and 7 crewmen set out from New York to Italy aboard the Mary Celeste. A month later, they should have arrived there, but the British ship, the De Croatia, caught sight of the boat in the Atlantic. The crew went on board to the Mary Celeste to help anyone there, and there was nothing there. There was no one there, Lisa. They were gone. There was plates out, there was food out, there were clothes, everything else was there, but nobody was on board. And the ship just kept moving. Nothing ever happened. Is that some crazy shit?
That really is. It sounds like some alien abduction shit went on there.
It could have been.
Did they go through the Bermuda Triangle?
No, it says they did not. Another one that I saw was the Jian Sang. So Jian Sang, S-E-N-G. So this one is called the Jian Sang. It was it looks like it started in 2006, and this one has been seen off the Australian coast for some time. It looks like it was a ship that had some issues, and the crew had called the Coast Guard for Australia, and they were captured and saved and rescued, but they couldn't do anything with the ship because his tow line broke. So here's the problem with the tow line. They really needed that damn thing to work, and it didn't, and it just drove the ship out to sea. At any rate, it hasn't stopped moving. It's just going.
Whoa.
Is that crazy? That's from 2006. So I'm showing Lisa a picture of this ship, the Jiang Sang, that's been seen off the Australian coast, and it's still out there. They can't seem to get it and bring it back in, and it's just floating.
That's really weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It never hits rocks. It never hits anything.
Wow.
Is that some nut shit?
Do you think it's like one of those electric vehicles that have no driver? Maybe that's what's going on.
It could be.
Because that technology's been around for a while.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on things that go missing like that, and then kind of seen here and there? Do you think there's more at play? Because I heard you say about alien abductions, right?
Absolutely.
Do you think that maybe they saw some dudes on a boat? They're not around anywhere. No one's coming to get them. We're getting hungry.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? Got to eat something.
Yeah.
There's no Del Taco.
Exactly.
Right? LA's quite a ways away, so they look yummy.
Yeah.
No one's going to miss you, 7 cats.
Exactly.
So
you just told the story as it happened.
I just told the story exactly as it happened. But you guys, look up some of this stuff. Ghost ships. There's a lot of weird things in the water.
What about the Long Beach, the Queen Mary?
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah,
that is some haunted shit. Have you been on the Queen Mary? Have you been on the tours? I have.
No.
I went on two. There's some odd stuff. I'm going to say that. Now, I mean, I've heard the couple of tours I went on, I thought I heard a whisper in a voice, and it wasn't the people that we were with. And then I saw, this is going to sound creepy, one of the tours I saw a black shadow go across, and there was no light, It was just its own light. There was nothing reflecting off any of the hallways, and I just saw this shadow go across, and there was nothing there. There was no flashlights. There was no cell phone lights. I was like, right. So what the f? Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. So all kinds of weird stuff, you guys. Yeah. So yeah, look that up. Are there alien stuff? I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at that next week. What do you think? Do you think there's alien stuff going on?
Absolutely.
Like what? Like illegal aliens or like?
Absolutely, them too.
Them too. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? We may do a topic on that. Give me your thoughts. What do you think?
Well, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going on. You know, if you could get away from the mainstream media, and you could go on Telegram channels, you know, you could kind of get the truth a lot more about what's going on, you know, in the government behind the scenes. And,
right.
You know, and I think it would do people a lot of good to check out Telegram sites like The Best News. That's a really good one. And kind of see.
What about Entertainment Tonight?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, you're killing me.
No, it just is. Let's just say this: there's a lot more going on than a lot of people know.
Sure.
And you know, it just. I mean, think about the technology.
Yeah.
We have our hands on AI and things like that.
Yeah.
Where do you think that came from? Like, there's some technology that has been utilized since 1940 something odd, right?
Do I think?
And from my understanding.
Okay. Okay.
Hitler and his generals were given secret technology for the exchange of humans.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yep. And there's something called Project Paperclip.
Oh, I am familiar with Project Paperclip.
Check it out. Yep.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll take a look at that for next week. Yes, I am very familiar with Project Paperclip. Yeah, there was an exchange with captured SS scientists, right? Yeah, like the guy who was the head of NASA was actually one of the Project Paperclip people. Damn, what was his name? I'll look it up for next week. But yeah, totally. Let's go over that. Let's look it up some of this stuff.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Awesome. All right, so hey, before we go, Miss Lisa.
Yes.
What do you got to say to the audience? Any special messages, anything of love and peace, or anything you want to say before we go?
Stay well. Wait. That was dumb. Okay. Be well, stay out of hell. That's what I wanted to say.
My advice for this week, you guys, stay classy, San Diego. I mean, Los Angeles, or wherever you are, stay classy. Yeah. We will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.
Peace out.